We need to do the prevention. We need to do the education with our children, our grandchildren, right, grandmas and grandpas, but also our little people that lives beside us, that goes to church with us. And we can do that just by doing what? Reaching out. Who said that? Awesome. Reaching out. Reaching out and saying, how are you doing today? Knowing that there is someone in our community that is supportive of them. We've got to do this. I was saying earlier in our board meeting, it won't be in my lifetime. My hope is my grandchildren will have a peaceful community in Coshocton County. Anybody else want to see that? Yeah, okay. And we can, yeah, and we can do that, all of us together, because it's not a first step issue, is it? Domestic violence and sexual assault, is it? Bullying is not a first step issue, correct? It's a community issue. All of you sitting here has a responsibility to these little people. All of you, including me. We all do. And we can make that difference if we choose to. It is a choice, is it not? What we have to realize is as victims of violence, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, we're not always a victim. Please don't think that. But our lives are different now. For all of you fortunate individuals who've never dealt with violence in your life, please say thank you. Please say thank you. For those of us who've had to deal with it, we will see the world differently. And please hear us and acknowledge that. Okay? Don't judge us. We are who we are because of what we've been taught. And we've made changes. We've made changes. I did want to mention, though, I was doing my annual report, which is in there, and I'm not going to read it because you all can read. And I was thinking, though, it's been 20 years ago, this year in September, that we had our first support group. Does anybody remember that besides me? Okay. 20 years ago. I just want to do a little history if I can. The YWCA, which sadly is not with us anymore. If you remember the Y, remember those great big windows? Our first group was on, as you walk in the Y, it's to the left. And I remember this woman coming to me, she says, oh, Vickie, we got to close the drapes, because he's going to come right through that window at me. That was our first group. 8 women. We didn't tell anybody. Paula probably remembers that because she worked with me at Big Brothers Big Sisters when we all started there, right? So, but they just came. And we, in the next month, or in November, started seeing people individually. I saw 31 women in the month of November. So there was a need. And thanks to individuals in our community, the Presbyterian Church, you know, we are indebted to the Presbyterian Church. Reverend Baxter, Debbie Wallace, you all know, Debbie was here earlier, sat me down and said, hey, Vickie, you need to get a board together and do something about it. Okay? Behavioral Health Choices gave us our first $17,000. And what they told me is there was no money. But Cindy Bradford and I went in. I don't know if you remember Cindy Bradford. And for those of you who don't know me, I cry very easily when I'm passionate about something. We walked in, he said no money, and we walked out, we had $17,000. Okay? It was awesome. And from that point, when you look at our community, our prosecutor's office, Judge Hostetler, I mean, there's so many people that have helped us build this foundation of First Step. It's because of them that we're able to service the families that we do. The women, the children, of course we know pets now, thanks to the Friends of the Animal Shelter. It's because of this community. And we are indebted. In all honesty, we go to the Moose Bingo, Moose 935, right? And every Wednesday night we're there, and thankfully to that, though, we make enough money to help support the agency and match our grants. So isn't that wonderful? But I wanted to acknowledge Bob and Tracy, one up here. Bob and Tracy's from the Handicap Society, and I think it also reflects the United Way agencies working together. So if it wasn't for Tracy and Bob, we would not sell the tickets we sell, okay? Bob's kind of flirtatious, okay? And all the women who play like buying tickets from him. So, but Bob and Tracy, we want to take some time just to tell you how much we appreciate you. I'm going to cry. Oh. And that's really good. Appreciate you for all that you do, coming every Wednesday night. Because of you, we are able to take the money and make the money for both the Handicap Society, which it goes to them, and build ramps with that, which is another awesome United Way agency, but also for us at First Step. So we couldn't do it without you. So there you go, Laudick.
And I just wanted to recognize the fact that this year Vickie was awarded the Steel Magnolia Award, which came from AK Steel, and in order to be nominated for that, you have to be a woman who has overcome challenges in your life to make an extraordinary contribution to her community, and I think Vickie has absolutely done that, and I think that First Step would be nowhere without her, and I think we really, really appreciate all of that. Thank you.